What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the DJ Booth, Season 2, Episode 5.
Okay.
Okay. It's been a minute, bro.
It has been.
We're the Batch Kings.
We are the Batch Kings. Let's talk about what this podcast is for, because those who are new to this podcast.
First of all, welcome.
Yeah.
If you've never listened, my name is Joe Bunn.
Terrible intro. We're rusty.
We're a little rusty. My name's Joe Bunn. That's Brian B. And this is the podcast for private event DJs, I guess.
Yeah.
The people that are out there rocking the corporate events, weddings, birthday parties, mitzvahs, quinceañeras.
We're in January. I don't think there's a lot of people rocking shows unless you're in like Phoenix or Miami,
Florida,
places like that.
Florida.
Yeah, a few
Florida
of those.
Does okay. Anyway, yeah. So that's what it's for. And we talk about gear. We talk about shows we've done. We talk about music. We talk about what else? We usually answer a question from a listener.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to submit a question, just do that through the proper channels. I can't even talk.
Man.
I got stitches in the side of my neck from a light skin cancer battle. So luckily you guys are not seeing my right side. But everything's okay.
Everything's okay.
Fine. I'm going to be just fine.
So
anyway, welcome.
Last episode.
Yes.
I wouldn't say you threw me under the bus, but you were trying to with some like North Carolina town talk.
I was. I mean, I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus. I just wanted to see if you had assimilated into the Southern lifestyle.
There we go. So for those that don't know, I lived in New York City for 11 years. And that, I guess, puts me into the locals category of a New Yorker. When you get past the 10-year mark, that's what they say.
Okay. All right.
So I had to learn some New York speak. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to test this guy's knowledge. Let's just see how well you are with this. Even though you've visited quite a few times, but I feel like this is going to put you on another level because now you're going to feel like a local when you visit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm going to throw a couple towns or a couple street names.
Okay.
This is a variety of different things, just New York talk. So let's go with the first one here, Saquon.
Right. Okay. So by the way, if y'all ever see us, we have the video version. If you're listening to this on the podcast, wherever you stream the podcast, we have the full video version on my YouTube channel. There's a playlist there with Beyond the DJ Booth on it. If you want to see how handsome Brian is.
So this street name, for those that are just listening only, is MacDougal Street. I'm
going McDougal.
Say it again.
McDougal.
That is correct.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
A lot of people say MacDougal.
Yeah.
It's McDougal.
McDougal. I don't know why I know that.
Okay. You're one for one.
One for one.
All right, let's go number 2 here. So this is spelled Greenwich. How do you say this?
Too. I think it's Greenwich.
It is Greenwich. A lot of people say Greenwich.
Greenwich.
Right? All right. So, man, 2 for 2.
I feel like this is like New York is so iconic, and it's been on so many like TV shows.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only reason I know these.
It's going to get tougher. I don't make it so easy. All right. Let's go with this next one here. Lafayette.
Lafayette.
What did you say?
Lafayette.
That's how the French say it. That's not how the New Yorkers say it.
Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Lafayette. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's tough.
It is a toughie. That's when you know you're a local, though. It's when you get it like that. Okay. So you're 2 for 3.
2 for 3.
All right, let's go with the next one here. This is going to be tough. This is Stuyvesant.
I know Bed-Stuy. So I feel like it's Stuyvesant or something like that. I know Bed-Stuy. That's the only reason.
Stuyvesant. Yeah. A lot of people say Stuyvesant.
No. The only reason I know that is Bed-Stuy.
Okay. All right. Let's go a little bit. Let's switch it up from street names to just like food items here. All right. So we'll start with an easy one. This is Bagel.
Bagel.
How do you say it?
Bagel.
Yeah, you got to put a little attitude to it. Bagel.
Let me get a bagel.
Yeah. You can flip the bird. All right.
Let me get a fucking bagel.
A little attitude. Yeah, all right. Next one.
I mean, I just say coffee.
It's coffee.
Coffee.
You got to get a little
coffee.
Coffee. You got a little coffee,
okay.
not coffee, okay?
Coffee.
All right, this is going to be an
Coffee.
iconic one here. Let's see if you get this.
Okay.
This is spelled Gyro.
Man, this one is weird because I see people say gyro, I see people say hero, and I see people say like euro.
Okay. What would you go? What was your out of the three?
I'm gonna go euro.
Euro is probably the most common.
Okay.
But there is also accepted in very New Yorker neighborhoods gyro.
Okay.
So the second one,
Okay.
gyro is a fail.
Gyro?
What you said? Didn't you say that was the second way you
I
mentioned
said
it?
hero.
Hero is a fail.
Yeah, okay.
Fail.
Okay.
Fail.
Okay.
All right, so now let's go abbreviations here. These are
Okay.
abbreviations. Got a couple more here.
These are gonna be hard.
So this is the Long Island Expressway.
Right.
How would a New Yorker say they're getting on the Long Island Expressway?
LIE.
LIE, the lie.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, you just spell it out.
Right. Oh,
All right.
the lie. But you would say the lie, or
No,
you would
you
say
say
I'm
LIE.
getting- LIE.
LIE.
Okay.
Yep. Don't say the lie. All right. Brooklyn's Queens Expressway. How do people say this one?
BQE.
The
I don't know.
BQE. Nailed
Yeah,
it, man.
yeah.
You're 2 for 2.
I mean,
That's good. All right. We got one more here. So let's say you're taking a train,
yeah.
the one train. How do you tell people
Is
you're
a
taking?
train the same thing as a subway?
It is. It is. Yep.
Is it above the ground or below the ground?
It's both. Some of them are above, some of them are below, some of them are a combo. But if you're going to take the one train, how do you tell people you're going to take the one train?
Just say the one.
Just say the one. You delete the word the train.
Okay.
Take the one. Take
I'll
the
take
E.
the
Take
one.
the E.
And where am I going? Uptown? Downtown?
One train is going. It could be either or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done.
I did pretty good.
Dude. That
TV
was
help. TV and movies, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like now I'm not going to be as embarrassed as I thought I was going to be bringing you along.
Yeah.
If we go out that way. Now,
when
feel
do I
like
have to go back up there?
I don't know. Well,
Okay.
to make a trip at some
Okay.
point.
All right.
That was well done.
You're a good tour guide up there. We had a good time when we went to Jay and I's wedding and went over to the city.
Yeah.
You're a good guide. You and Tara. Good
Well,
shit.
I got one little bit of tools that I'm going to share with you. Some gear finds, some things I've bought in the last little bit that I thought I'd share with you.
Okay. Do you ever feel like we need like a, like he fires off some little sound blurb when we go
Sure.
into the gear thing? We need to come up with one of those.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll task Saquon with that. Saquon on the board.
I got you.
Saquon on the board as usual. All right.
So another power bank, different style here.
Okay.
This is by Anchor.
You hadn't even taken the label off.
Have I not? Nah, yeah, I probably should.
That's very satisfying when you peel those.
I don't like to get it
things
scratched
off.
up though. I
Oh,
kind of like
okay.
leave it on until I
Okay.
have to pull it off.
Okay, power bank.
Power
You're
bank.
the power bank king, by the
Love
way.
power banks.
Yeah, you do.
Never
Go
can have
on.
enough. But this one I like because it's got a handle,
Yes.
but is also, you see that? It's got the cable right there too.
Oh, a little
So you just do a little
banger.
USB-C, but it's also got another
Okay.
USB-C in here.
Okay.
And on the sides, it's got an
If
A
you didn't have
and
a
a
cable.
C. So you could do 3 C's and an A all through the same one. And it's the super fast one. So you can power up your computer in 25 minutes. If you can hit,
Premium.
if you want to hit the button, it'll show you the display.
Right.
Yeah, not turn it over. There it is. So it's showing you 100%.
nice.
It's heavy enough, but
Yeah.
not crazy heavy.
You
But
think this will power a laptop?
oh, it definitely was because I used it for that already.
Really?
Yeah.
A
Like I
MacBook
said.
Pro or MacBook Air?
I don't know about the Pro, but an
Yeah.
Air. I mean, they're an M2. I have an M2 one, so
Yeah,
it should do it for a Pro. But it's the fact that it shows you kind of like what you have left on this to charge, and
Yeah.
also how far your other ones or devices are coming on. You just literally just push that little cable into it, and it should just make a nice little. That's all good. Anyways,
Love it, dude.
$100
Hundo.
for this
Yeah.
piece, and I'll link it in our thing below
Yeah.
in our
Our video.
episodes.
Yeah.
But so far I really like it. So
How do you how do you find this? How do you find this stuff? We're helping y'all find it through Brian's bank account.
yeah,
How do you find shit like that?
various targeted on ads
Yeah.
or just me looking for stuff. I was actually looking for one that was a supercharge, and I have so many more USB-C things that I
Yeah.
didn't need the A as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
me
I was
neither.
like, well, hey, I need to find something. And I looked it up, and this one was rated really well, and so far it's held up. So, and I like the fact that it's got the handle. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's kind of cool.
Anchor makes good shit.
They do.
Anchor makes good shit.
All right, one more.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This bad boy. This was a TikTok shop
Okay.
situation, which is possibly going away, I guess.
Tomorrow
Is it tomorrow?
or 2 days.
Yeah.
What that is?
This is to charge pump up your car tire.
No
Oh,
way.
I seen that. I
Yeah.
seen that on
Yeah, I
Instagram.
haven't. Mine is small, but it isn't that small.
Isn't this crazy?
Yeah, mine is not nearly like mine is still like a little pump.
Yeah. So it charges USB-C on
Okay.
the back. So
Okay.
if it were ever to run out, I mean, you're not using it that much.
No,
so
right,
it
right.
should be good for a
It's
while.
normally here
Mm-hmm.
when it gets cold that first day. Your
Mhm.
tires go down.
Yeah.
And
So-
then I get that warning on the dash that I've got low pressure in my tires.
Yeah. So you just hit this power button here, and it will basically tell you the PSI that you
Okay.
want it to charge to.
Yes.
You hook this thing in,
Yeah.
and it starts doing it. So, I
Might
mean,
not work
it's,
without pressure on it right now, will it?
Yeah, it
me
does
hear it.
actually. We
Is it
did.
loud?
I did it a second ago.
Damn.
Pretty
That's
good. Tells you
premium,
the
dude.
battery
with the
life
flashlight.
with the flashlight. So if you're in the dark, you can kind of see this thing. So check it out. I mean, it's
How
pretty.
much?
That one, you're gonna die when you see this price. Less
Less than $100.
than $100.
Shit, I'm gonna order one because
Yeah.
I guess if I had to say the only negative to this,
Here's the price, just so you can see that I'm telling the truth here.
$42.
$42. I feel like every DJ needs to have this in their bag, or not in their bag, but in their car.
Here's the only thing I can say is the negative.
Okay, give it to me.
It needs to stay in the car.
Right.
I go out, my tire's flat. I go to grab this, it's dead.
It charges very fast.
Okay,
If you
that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Mine is like a little pump. It's small,
right.
and it goes into what used to be called the cigarette lighter,
Right.
whatever that's called now.
Right.
So mine is ready to go at all times.
Because it's charging the entire.
No, there is no charging. It literally comes out.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It's powered by the cigarette lighter.
According to the website, if you had a long enough cable, it could literally charge in your car and work at the same time while it's charging.
Okay.
But the supercharge, it can go super fast. But I just feel like this is a good little thing to have in your
Dude,
car.
it's
You never
killer.
know when this could come in handy,
Yeah.
especially if you're headed to a gig. All of a sudden, you get a flat tire. You don't have time to wait for AAA. You don't know how to change a tire in your spare. You can at least get there with this bad boy.
Dude, I dig
What do
it.
you think?
I dig it.
All right.
Super dope.
Well,
I need one. You're right. For $40.
right. Yeah, all in. I think it's a win.
Speaking of emergencies,
Oh man, great transition. You're getting good. Following my lead there.
if you're having trouble keeping up with your leads or your follow-up sequences, guess what you should be using?
I think I know where you're going with this.
Go on. Say it.
DJ Event Planner.
DJ Event Planner, our first
Official.
sponsor.
Spon-
Official sponsor.
Yeah.
So shout out to Troy and his team over at DJ Event Planner. No bullshit. Brian B. and myself.
Totally.
I've been on it for
How long? I'm curious. I can tell you how long mine has been.
You
'cause
can?
I can. I know exactly when.
12 years probably.
Mine is, well, no, it's more than that because
When did I come to see you in Florida? Because I think I was like pushing. Remember that?
I was on it since 2008. That's how long I've been on this thing.
That's 16 years.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been on it 15. Maybe I thought we were talking about it when I came down there, and that was probably.
I think
10
you
years
were
ago.
helping me with get it because I wasn't totally utilizing it to its full capacity with like the e-signature contracts, which was so stupid. Like
Right.
why I wasn't doing that.
Right.
But I mean, let's talk about a program that has never gone down. I've never had that thing go down
Knock
in
on
16 plus years.
Knock on wood.
Ever.
Knock on
I
wood.
mean, like, and like the updates, if they're doing an update, like
Yeah.
it's pretty seamless. Like you're
Yeah.
not going to lose any. And that to me is everything. If you got your leads and everything in there, you got to have a
Especially if you're
system that
using the
works.
portal for the planning and everything. We'll talk more about it on future episodes, I'm sure. But shout
Yeah.
out to DJ Event Planner. If you're looking for a CRM to take care of your leads and your follow-up sequences, and even to be a portal for your clients to log in and pick all their music and plan their event, check it out, djeventplanner.com. Speaking of knocking on wood,
Oh man, just totally.
I don't even have to shout this guy out. He made me pay for this table. But isn't it cool?
The podcasting table. You're
I
helping
literally
refer to.
Googled podcast table.
Yeah.
And it's like podcasttables.shop. I think the dude's name was Jason. He makes these in
Did
his...
he have a bunch of different styles?
Oh, he had 100.
Yeah.
And I think he builds most of them custom, not like
Right.
stock.
Right.
This happened to be in stock. This is exactly what I was looking for. It literally goes with these Elgato low prof. Sorry. Like I said, we're rusty. It literally goes with these Elgato low profile podcasting arms. Right to what else? The EV microphone.
So let's talk about those because we haven't talked about the gear.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, why not? What are we using here? Because we got two colored.
No, we have 3 different ones.
Okay, do we? Okay.
Because I think mine is a RE20. I think yours is a RE23, maybe.
Yeah, this is the one I use.
What do you got? I think we're covering them up with the actual. You're the RE20?
Yeah, RE320.
You're RE320. I'm RE20, and I think you're RE23.
Okay.
They're actually different models.
Got it.
So, Saquon's on the 320, 20 for me, Brian 23. But shout out to EV. They just gave us some great mics to try out. If you like the way it sounds. I know that, every once in a while we'll get a comment, oh, you're coming off the mic or whatever when you're looking over at Brian. That's kind of why we got the table. I'm trying to be a little bit more on mic. These are pretty, I don't know what the word is, like centric to here. You know what I mean? Some of the other mics you can kind of all over it, but mine or these, you kind of need to be like front facing.
Well, and I didn't even know they made podcast mics for a long time. And so when I found out that they did, I was like, oh, I got to start.
First microphones on the moon.
What? Really? Mm-hmm. Did not know that.
I didn't either until a couple years ago.
Interesting.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what they said. First mics on the moon. I don't know if they meant like in the helmets or the, in the rocket,
like
whatever.
In the 60s?
That's what EV says.
It's a Monopoly question right there. That's a Monopoly question.
Saquon's quick question. Isn't it?
Yeah. You have to use the Google.
Yeah.
Speaking of here, should we talk about me going to the NAMM show next week?
Yeah.
Or should we move on to the question?
Well, actually, I was going to ask you one other thing.
Okay, go on.
This is business wise, so it's kind of moving to some business stuff.
We haven't even
here.
talked about like shows and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we haven't been doing a ton, but anyway, go on.
Well, you gifted me a show over the holidays, a holiday party for Epic Games.
Yeah. Shout out Fortnite. Shout out Epic Games.
So because that was the first, one I've done with you, like officially, you
did I not pay you?
No, you did. Okay. You did. I mean, it took a while, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not. No, but I thought it was interesting because I was in the workflow of the Bun DJ workflow of getting all your emails as a Bun DJ.
Yeah.
And I just thought this was super interesting, and I'd love for you to kind of explain your rationale because we never really did talk about it. You just sent me a quick text like, yo, you got to handle this, which was COIs.
Right.
COIs. So the way I've always run it for my guys and ladies on our team is that as the company owner, I just have always handled that. I've always sent it to every venue, sent it to they deal with the office for that. And I thought it was super interesting because I immediately, when they asked me for it, I said, hey, yeah, let me get in touch with Bun DJ Co. because that's who I'm working for. Let me get that from these guys. Mm-hmm. And you said to me, hey, all the DJs have to provide their own. I was like, what? I've never heard of this. So give me the 30,000 foot view.
I'm not going to give you too deep into it because I don't understand it myself. But I'm telling you, up until 6 weeks ago.
Oh, so it's that recent. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Like I did exactly what you said. We sent out what I thought was our COI, which covered our DJ.
Right.
That were working for us. And to be honest, I don't know exactly how it changed. I mean, I don't exactly remember the conversation, but we use PEEP insurance. Shout out PEEP, P-E-E-P.
Good old Dale.
Dale Whittick.
Yeah.
No, Dale Whittick.
Okay.
Dale Whittick. I don't remember if we were having a conversation. No, one of my DJs left something in the. That's what it was. And it got ruined. And so he had to, I guess, file a claim. Somehow this conversation comes up to where Dale's like, no, that's not really how this policy works. Your DJs need to have a policy, which is super affordable. I mean, DJ insurance is super affordable.
Right.
And out of the 25 guys, everybody basically, we had to tell them, hey, guys, this is part of being a contractor.
Right.
You need to have an insurance policy.
Which,
several of them went to their agency and got an inland marine policy or something. The majority of them went to Dale and he wrote them a policy.
And are you saying that because you use subcontractors? I know we're not going to get in the argument of that in employees, but is that why?
Man, I don't know. We don't have guests on this podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
bring
him on or something.
And how are your DJs? Because I mean, it's what, $500 or whatever it is for
I
the
think
year.
it's a lot less.
Is it? Okay.
Remember, because it goes up exponentially. The reason I thought we were covered is I thought on the insurance application it was like, how many shows a year do you do? How many DJs work for you? How much gear do you have? How much is your music library worth? And then exponentially, the amount of the policy went up.
Right, based on the gear.
The premium or whatever it's called. I was very confused, but we definitely changed that policy. Like,
interesting. Well, I bring it up just because if anybody else is listening, it's the beginning of the year. You might want to revisit that, right? Like check with your insurance person to see.
Check with your insurance person and just know that almost every place you play now is going to require you to give a COI, a certificate of insurance.
Ooh, that's good.
I mean, it is very, very common that 3 or 4 times a week when we get in the busy season, Randy is getting a request for us to send that. And now we basically just tell the DJ, hey, send them your COI. So if you're not, number one, if you don't have DJ insurance, look into PEEP, P-E-E-P, tell Dale that we sent you there.
Interesting.
They make it very simple to get that COI. It's a quick, easy turnaround for them to send it to you, and then you're going to have to forward it to the venue probably. So
I just thought it was an interesting move,
It was nothing other than mandatory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was making money on it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, let's get to a question then.
Okay,
You want to?
let's get to one, sure. Got one over there, take one. I think it's on the slides with the. There we go. Yeah. Me.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, I'm coming off the mic a lot. Let me. How about this? All right. This is why we bought this table. Shout out podcast tables. How about this? Well, I should have been doing that the whole time.
Well, that's all right.
I like to see your face.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm kind of side-eyeing you.
You read the question then, and I won't even.
This is coming to us from Byron, Michigan. Mr. Bill Young. Do you know Bill?
I think so.
Okay. I don't think I do.
Shout out Bill Young.
But hey, nice to meet you, Bill, virtually. What are your thoughts on asking the bride and groom if they want an interactive DJ or a traditional DJ? And he gives us 3 examples. Example 1 is doing a sing-along. You play I Want to Dance with Somebody. Go out in the crowd with the mic while the guest is singing the song. Have the guest sing into the mic. This will be only for one song. Mm-hmm. Example 2 is doing mic work. You start in the song, started the disco craze, voice over the music, and then you shut up. So maybe this is a second way of being interactive. Or the third way, leading skits and bits, hand over hand. This is the last time the group. Oh God, yeah, I hate that.
God dang it! Put your hand. On
yeah, this will be the last time you have the upper hand.
Brian, this is the last time you'll have the upper hand.
People still do those in toasts.
Absolutely,
I just
and the room cracks up.
I know,
but maybe it's just because me and you've done so many weddings.
Yeah, probably. So do you get bride and grooms asking you how interactive you are, or do they even request it? I mean, I don't really get this question, honestly, where they're asking me how interactive I'm going to be, or if I'm going to be more traditional. I don't even know what that even really means. I guess no mic work, maybe. You use it as a selling point, for or against. Tell me.
I think every once in a while I'll get it. And I think it would probably be in the initial inquiry before it went to the DJ. Like if Randy was going through this and somewhere in that, rarely anybody calls us anymore. I mean, everything comes through email. What style are you or whatever? For my guys, we had a staff meeting 2 days ago or Monday night on Zoom. I think everybody showed up. All 25, 24 guys were on.
It was a 2-page Zoom.
It was a 2-page Zoom. It was a 2-pager, and everybody showed up. Whereas even if you say mandatory in person, it just somehow people get out of it. But on Zoom, it's pretty hard to get out of, especially 8 at night.
Yeah.
So everybody's on, and we talked specifically about being accurate in your description of what you do and who you are as a DJ and an MC.
That's
because
good.
we had either 1 or 2 incidents. And incidents are pretty rare here of somebody expecting one thing and getting another. I think we had I was telling them the way that Raleigh is, you're a case in point if you're calling yourself at some point a New Yorker. The reality is everybody ends up in North Carolina or Florida, right?
Mhm.
Nobody wants to live up there forever. They end up here,
Yeah.
right? Which is great for business, great
Yeah.
for the city. But we're getting more New Jersey people, Philadelphia people, New York
Mhm.
people. And I think they have a different expectation of what a DJ is going to be.
Totally
or
agree.
supposed to be. And in that initial consultation, you have to be completely honest with what your skill set is or what you're good at.
Mhm.
And I think these people oversold themselves as being a hype DJ or an interactive DJ, and they are not.
Right.
I don't even consider myself an interactive DJ. I don't know that I would be good at being an interactive DJ,
Yeah.
to be honest. Going out in the crowd or kind of radio introing songs, or what was the other thing? Yeah, doing the bits and the games. I'm not very good at that.
Yeah.
And I probably would be very transparent and forthcoming in that delivery of it.
Have you had an instance where you didn't know it on the initial inquiry, where a week out when you're doing your planning and they're like, hey, we want to do this game?
For sure.
And
yeah.
How do you handle
We talked
those?
about that, I think, one time on here. I mean, I do. At that point, I'm already committed. I'm doing it. I can't say it's going to be great, but I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we all, we kind of get, sometimes sucked into these parties, or, things come up in this 12-month leading up to the wedding when they booked it a long time ago and they didn't say it in the consultation, or you didn't ask about it. And then boom, next thing you know, you're 2 weeks out and you're doing the damn shoe game, or the, the hand over hand comment or whatever. But what are your thoughts on this?
It's funny. I think one of the biggest things that's changed for us is that we don't push it.
Right.
We don't push the interactive bits or any of that stuff. I think where we found ourselves doing more of it is when we asked those questions on our forums.
Mm.
Like, would you like to see the hand, or not the hand game, but the shoe game? Or would you like to see bride and groom trivia? Those kinds of things. If you give them the option, they may pick it. There's more. If you don't give them the option, then they're probably not going to bring it up unless they've seen it somewhere or they really, really want it.
Good point.
I feel like the amount of interactiveness that we're doing as a doing as a company has gone way down over the years.
Same.
I think it's a combination of just the events changing, the landscape of what people are wanting to get right to the party and less formalities, and includes interactive games and stuff like that. Secondly, I think the fact that we have it off the forum has also contributed to that. And third, honestly, like a lot of our DJs are more mixers than they are. I wouldn't want to your point, push them into doing something that they're not comfortable with. I mean, that used to be a huge part of our training program for DJs, was showing them these games.
Right.
We've cut all of that out.
Right.
It's like none.
It's different. Everything's different, man. I just had a bride consultation, just booked a wedding for a Thursday in October. And she and I were talking about how things have changed. The bouquet and garter are going away. The cake cutting's often becoming private. The formal introductions are out the window. Are people still doing like love story and whatnot? I mean, I know there's people teaching that.
Yeah, I mean, we never really pushed that either.
No,
but I mean, I've never done one personally.
No, me neither.
So I wouldn't know, but we don't get them requested. I think it's one of those things where if that's a skill set you've developed, you probably do want to push it, and so you're bringing it up in various places.
Sure.
I just think there's other ways to customize events and make them unique and different, where you don't have to necessarily do that. Do you ever get out? I mean, we don't get out in the crowd and do anything anymore.
No.
We did for a little bit. I mean, not crazy, but if someone needed a line dance, we would try to do it if we needed to. Now, I just don't. I think people look at that by and large as being kind of not in their vision of what they're looking for in their wedding, and so we just don't do it.
Let's wrap it up. Going back to this question, Bill, the simple answer is, if you can do it, pitch it. Right?
Right.
If you don't think you can do it and they ask for it, just be completely transparent and honest and say, I'm not very good at that skill set.
Right.
We may need to find you another DJ. Whether it's in your camp or you recommend somebody else in your city. Just please don't take shows that you're not comfortable doing.
Right.
I don't take mitzvahs. I don't take Latin shows. I don't, I'm not good at that stuff. I'm not going to take the show.
Yeah.
It's just my sanity and my integrity and my reputation is more important than making $4,000 or $5,000 on a show, I just know I'm not going to be good.
And if you need help with these things, you go to the DJ's Vault, look up in there and see some things there, right?
www.thedjsvault.com. Shout out.
There we go.
Man, good episode.
Yeah.
Good episode. Thanks everybody for listening, for watching. We appreciate you. The best thing you can do for us, the most helpful thing you can do for us, in that we're only in season 2, is please, please, please leave us a review on any of the streaming platforms that you listen on. And back next week, new episodes every Wednesday morning. Thanks, y'all.
See ya.